Hello, Terry back with another advent activity advent calendar Christmas decoration or activity. We're gonna make these little when a bell rings an angel gets her wings ornaments. And here's one here. And here's a blonde one here. Okay, and what you're gonna need is one cork, an eye screw, a little jump ring. I would have used silver, but I couldn't find them. A little jingle bell, a star that you paint gold, or you can paint it silver. I just used the Krylon. Okay, a 4-inch piece of chenille stick. It can be any color. I just made it the same color, close to the cork color, because I had that. A chenille stick that's silver that we're going to use for her halo. A feather or two. If you have a long one, you can cut them in half. That's what I've been doing, and that works pretty good because I put one on each side of her halo. A little one of these little they're like knobs or feet. They're probably like for on furniture, but they have a little hole in the bottom, and they're kind of flat on the bottom. Okay, and a piece of fabric. I am using this eyelet, and I've started to string some ribbon through it, and also a piece of string to put on her back so she can hang on the tree. Mine is actually yellow and white stripe, even though it looks like ivory. And you will need markers. I'm using blue for the eyes, or brown. Brown for the eyelashes and eyebrows, pink for the lips, and orange for the nose. And then I have these little tassels again. You'll see that I used these on the little reindeer. And what I'm doing this time is I've used it for their hair. And like this one actually was stuck to the, I told you before, I used to work at a design studio. When samples would be discontinued, I'd bring these things home because I knew they could be a craft. So I actually cut this part off because I could not get that cardboard off. And so when I cut it off, it kind of made bangs. And so I just kind of evened them out. And so she got long hair and little bangs. Okay, and some of them don't have any cardboard on them, so it's okay. Okay, so first I'm going to put I've tried filming this 3 times, and one time I ran out of charge. One time I couldn't get the film to go together when I tried doing 2 parts. Okay, so, oops, it's not going to go in that. Well, it's going to go into that side too easy. Okay, so you're going to put the eye hook in here. I always use my needle nose pliers. I use my needle nose pliers almost every day, even when I'm not making jewelry. Okay. And just turn the screw in, or the cork into it, and we're going to screw right in. Very easy. Okay, and then I'm going to take and put the little jump ring onto this, onto the little eye screw. Oh, I guess I gotta open them. And when you open them up, you want to open them like front and back. Don't pry them open, because otherwise it'll actually ruin the jump ring and it won't hold. So just a little jewelry tip there. Okay, and just thread that on there. Okay, and then just grab a hold of the other side and push it together till it meets back in the center. And I gotta feel it because I don't have on my magnifying glasses. Okay, so it's on there. And now I'm going to glue on her head. And first, well, actually, I'm going to glue on the one that I did the face on already. But I'm going to show you how I draw a face. Okay, you want the eyes kind of in the middle of the head. So let me kind of bring you a little closer here. Okay, so I put my nose very close to where I want the eyes. And I just do an upside down U. And then I'm going to do blue eyes on this one. So the little circles close to the eyes, and normally I'd draw bigger eyes for this, but you know, they're not going to be big on the thing. And then the eyelashes, and I'm just doing a little line over the top, kind of like a flat U, and some little lashes, and again 3 little lashes, and that's it. And then I'm just doing a little smile and maybe some little lips on it. Yep, I feel like I'm drawing from the wrong side. But something like that. And now for the part that I think is the most important. When you do the eyebrows, you do not want her to look mad. So I always put the eyebrows like this. Because see how she looks she looks friendly when you see the eyebrows like this. But if you end up having eyebrows down like this, she looks mad. So I always put them to the outside, especially when you're doing something like this. Unless, of course, you want your angel to be looking mad, angry. Okay, so I've already went ahead and drew my face because that's one of the things I could not do on camera. And so I just went ahead and did that ahead. Okay, so there, a little glue for her head. After 3 times, I actually finally found that I don't need as much glue as I thought I did. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to threading her. I'm using this little eyelet that you can thread ribbon through. Oh, let me put the screen back a little bit. So I actually started in the middle. And then I'm going to bring it around to this side. And I'm just using like little scraps of ribbon that I had. And I had this eyelet, and that's why I'm using it. Because I've tried to make these advent calendar activities inexpensive, because it's my granddaughter's birthday the same week that I take this up there. And you know, between making the cake, and except for this year, I think I'm not making the cake. We're just going to have Thanksgiving, and I feel bad. I made her cake every year for 9 years, but it's just hard to get it all done, and I know that they love this for more days than what they love that cake. So this is what we decided to do this year. I made them one last year. They just loved it. Okay, and I am going to put some glue back here to keep her dress from sliding off. Nobody wants to see an angel with her dress sliding off. Okay. So, and all these activities are pretty easy for kids. I mean, with the new, well, I guess they're old now, but the you know, with the low temp glue guns, they're pretty easy for the kids to use. I think this ribbon might be a little too small for me to tie into a bow, so I think I'm just going to tie it into a knot and call it done. I'm actually going to put her star right in the same spot, so it's really not going to matter too much. Okay. There we go. And I'm just going to cut it at a little bit of angle. Okay. And then I am going to, the 4-inch piece of chenille, I just kind of wrap it around here, and kind of make it into arms. Okay, now that I kind of have it in where I want it, I am going to take my needle nose and kind of roll it over to give the illusion of hands. Just so that way they're not pointy on the end either. And I am going to glue that on her back. Oh, and there's her face. You can see I made little eyebrows to the side. She turned out pretty cute. Okay, so I'm putting the glue right up here, like make it look like a little collar. And I'm going to kind of bend her arms because she's going to be holding that star. And I'm going to put a little glue right here to put her star there. I'm going to pick the part I want for the top, go here. She kind of looks like she's holding on to her star. Okay, and then I'm going to put on her little hair first. And this one's kind of got bangs too, so I must have had to cut some of that paper off there. So I'm going to cut a little bit more bangs. See how that looks? Try it on her. Oh yeah, she loves that wig. Okay. Okay, and so you can see how cute she'll look with that on her head. And so I'm going to put some glue here, kind of around on her head, so to make sure her wig doesn't fall off. Don't want her to flip her wig. I'm saying that for Bronte because she thinks I'm too serious when I'm trying to make a video. Okay. And so the chenille, or the sparkly pipe cleaner, I actually wrapped it around the Tim Holtz this little blending tool, and so I just kind of wrapped it around there to kind of give it a shape. And the first time I tried to tie it on there and I couldn't get it off, so then once you get that there, just bring it down and kind of twist it together. And I know you really can't see that because my fingers are right in the way. Kind of twist it together, and then I've already got one cut, so here's one that's cut off. And so I probably have, oh, it's about 1.5 inches. Okay. So see how she's got a little bun? She's got the hair and a bun too. How fancy is that? Okay, so I'm going to put the glue right here where I want the sparkly pipe cleaner to go. I don't know if they still call them chenille sticks when they're sparkly or not. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Kind of tip it up a little bit so it's not falling right over her little bun there. You can see she's almost done. She just needs wings. Okay. Oh, and her string. I'm going to put the string on before the wings. Okay, so I just cut off some of the string, make a little loop, and then tie the end. Okay, I'm going to cut off this little bit of this excess, but I'm going to leave some of it on there beyond the knot just so that I got something to glue there. Okay, and then I know I'm saying okay a lot, but sorry about that. I'm going to put a little more of the glue right here on the chenille stick, stem, stick, whatever it's called. I've called it a pipe cleaner all my life. Okay. And so that's on there. And it'll be dry shortly. Okay, now I've got two feathers here, but what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to cut off a little bit of this end because I don't need that there. I'm going to cut it about half. Oh, and that's not too fuzzy. So I'm going to take a little bit off this one too. And cut this one down to where it's maybe an inch, inch and a half, or however long you want your wings. And put a little glue on one side of that stem that holds up her halo. And I kind of did one where I pulled it out a little bit. Oops, I got string in there. So I kind of liked it out to the side, so I kind of push it out there. And some on the other side. And put that one out there. Kind of to the side. And, you know, the angels, they could be holding like little music books. Or, you know, you could just cut up an old music book and put some music in her hands or anything. But there she is. Our little angel is ready for the tree. And one more little activity to add to the activity advent calendar. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. I hope you try it. Bye-bye.